Betty here. So today I am at Urban Assault in Upwood, and today I have with me the ASG Storm 360 grenade, and we're getting the reactions of the people that are here, as well as having a little bit of fun with a piñata. But basically today it's product testing the grenade and seeing how it works on this site and how it may compare to other grenades. So this is the grenade. This is after it's already been tested by the lads that are here today. So it is a little bit scuffed up, but considering that these lads have been throwing it around a lot, it's not that bad. So let's go over how it works. So when it comes out of the box, it'll look like this with this pin sticking out. It won't be attached to the grenade straight away, but what you do is you use the end of the pin to push it down, and then this knob just here will go inside the grenade. You can then slot the pin inside and it just goes through them two holes there, so it'll be sitting on top. You then fill this with gas. This pin will only go in one way because the gas valve will stop it going in the other way, so it has to go that way. Yeah, you then fill it with gas. Today we were using it on green gas. Anything more than that is just a waste and will probably do some damage to the poor thing. And then afterwards you have a little hole at the top just there, which you use a speed loader to load the grenade. It will take around about 165 BBs. Today we were using 0.2s just because anything more than that is just a waste. You don't really need any more than that. People can still feel they're getting hit on 0.2s. Okay, so I managed to find a few people that were willing to come and review the grenade with me. I thought instead of you just getting my views, I thought we'd see how everyone else reacts as well. That way you know it's a true and trustworthy opinion. They've got no reason to just give me positives, and as you can see they give me negatives as well, which are all fair points. Everything's got a positive and a negative. So these are the lads. Thank you so much for doing this for me. And as you can see at the end of the video, they did have a little game with me as well, which made it all worthwhile. So thank you guys.
Yeah, well, there's not a lot of sound, but it can be used around here. Yeah. So it's an alternative grenade for this side.
It does.
Other side.
Yeah,
definitely better than the ones you light up like a match.
Yeah, light it up.
You can definitely feel you getting hit by it. But if you throw it in the middle, which you guys are stupidly going to do.
well, there's
We're all going to
Is that the only reason we can't use the loud one?
Yeah, because residents, it's too loud.
Yeah.
So something like that, where it's not loud, but still suppressed.
Yeah.
I like that.
So do you use this generally?
Not very often.
The only reason why I don't often use them is because I don't go off into people's pockets. They're a bit.
Try to put your weapon away. Try to throw it at the correct time. Obviously,
No, we haven't got
second.
that was
At
great.
least this one isn't a kill that you can accidentally put.
Yeah, I've already burnt.
Can you video?
I'm ready for video.
Yeah.
Right, so you know what to do, pull the pin and just make it hit the floor.
Quiet, but it still sprays like anything. That went across the room, got people I wasn't intending to hit. So if that goes in a small room, everyone's gone. In a large room, it's going to get most people. Brilliant.
To the guy that I saw rubbing his elbow, did you feel it?
Oh yeah.
You felt it? Okay, negatives. Is there any negatives to this grenade?
You'd have to go and retrieve it after use.
Yeah.
That's the only drawback.
Well, you need a big power.
Well, if it's loud, I'm just worried about, like, if we're outside, we throw off the grass,
So if we
may not blow up.
Yeah, but that's more for seeking.
Yeah, it is, it's more for indoors, but it's just a thought.
I'm just thinking about pouches, that's all. I mean, you can get quite hit by
How big is it?
have to go out anyway.
Yeah, it's like a 40.
we didn't get hit.
What is it, like a 40?
We're just saying it could cause arguments.
Yeah.
It's good though. That'll be alright. It's fitting these.
Can I just spell the weight?
It's not gonna knock them out.
Yeah, that's actually quite surprising. It's quite sturdily built as well. Because if you're going to be throwing it around for long, that's gone.
Yeah, it's
But it's not brand new out.
That's my only
That's spinning right through all the time. Couple of steps. Yeah, well, there you go.
Maybe.
So, as a show of hands, who would buy this? At the moment, it sells at Combat UK for £50. £25.
It's cheaper than TR Advance.
Not
Yeah.
immediately,
Cheaper
but
than
If
yeah,
I
that's
needed
reasonable
one, yeah.
price.
Cheaper than 100 grenades.
So automatically, it's cheap in price, good, sturdy, reusable. Obviously, the downsides are it is a bit big, and it does travel itself.
It could be
so-
louder.
Could be louder.
Yeah, but it's good for
Yeah,
you.
it's fine.
Yeah.
If you're in
Depending
somewhere
where you
where
are.
it's thrown in and you've got your back to it and you're not hit, because we weren't hit,
Yeah.
you wouldn't know that to take your hit. Especially if you're engaging.
Well, I guess we'd apply the general rule here of it just clears the room automatically.
Yeah.
Goes
So
over.
it's just
Yeah.
it's been.
And if you've got a marshal nearby,
If you were shooting this way, it goes behind you, you're in a big fight, you're doing a hard time, you might not know about that.
Yeah,
So
but,
perhaps trying to match it with the same sort of volume the grenades here
Yeah.
sort of have.
Yeah.
Because then it's not too much, but it's enough to let people know it's gone off.
so on sites where you wouldn't usually be allowed to use a grenade, these are allowed because they are quite quiet.
Yeah.
So in that sense, it is good, but yes, it could be louder for some sites where you're playing like Milsims and that, where you might not be able to hear it.
Exactly.
Okay, so the pros people have found to this throughout the video are that it is big and bulky, which means it is not going to get broken easily. It's quite sturdy. As you can see, we were throwing it on concrete, which means that it wasn't breaking at all, and we were throwing it quite hard and multiple times in a row. We still do not have any gas leak. No cracks, no nothing, no BBs are accidentally leaking out of it, which means it is good quality. For good quality, you expect quite a high price, but at Combat UK, these are currently selling for £54.95, which means they are good for the price they are as well. They are reusable as well, which many grenades are not nowadays. They do tend to break quite easily, and they do cost an absolute fortune. Some of them you need to buy charges for as well, which means that there is an extra charge on top of the grenade itself. While this one, it only uses gas and BBs, which you use for airsoft anyway, so any good airsofter should have in the house already. It comes in a range of different colours as well as coming in the black, tan and green. It does come in neon colours, so if you're playing in a woodland site, it makes it easier to spot. Although I'm not a massive fan of these because I like everything to match my kit, and I think it doesn't mean that I should wear MTP if I'm going to have a neon orange grenade stuck to my belt. But they do come in then colours for if you're playing in a woodland, so that it does make it easier to find. I know that if you do throw a green grenade on the floor in woodland, it is quite easily lost, and I have known a few people to lose them in the past. So this is why I'm going to have multiple. I do have my black one for when I'm playing CQB, which I do tend to play a lot now. But also we're going to be getting the neon yellow one, as I'm a big fan of that one, and I've been conked on the head by one of them before. And for some reason it just got stuck in my head. I've been obsessed with them ever since. So I will be getting one of them for the woodland site. Positives as well. It's not that loud, which means that some sites that don't often allow grenades will allow this one because it is near enough quiet. It's not any louder than any pistol. It does throw out some BBs, which means that people cannot say that they were not in range of this BB. As you can see from the video, people did get hurt from throwing these BBs. As you saw, the guy was rubbing his elbow after we threw it. So people can definitely feel they're being hit by it. Another positive to it is most sites now accept the grenade rule as well as the BBs, which means that as well as you being hit by the BB, if you're in the same room, it counts. Okay, so negatives to it. It is quite big and bulky, which means that it is hard to find a holster or something to fit it in when you're playing the game. Although it does fit nicely in my pocket, so I'm quite happy to run around with it in my pocket. But for any of you that have seen me play before, you know that I usually carry my mags in my pocket anyway. I don't usually wear a vest or a tactical belt even at all, so I'm quite happy with it being in my pocket. But again, that goes with if it was small, it wouldn't hold as many BBs and it wouldn't be as sturdy. With it being as big as it is now and circular means that it does get more of a spin on it when it goes. And with it being so bulky, it is hard to break. Another negative people found to it was they're not a fan of it being so quiet. They think that when they go into a milsim or whenever they're on a heavy fire, people may not hear it go off. Although it's got the BBs to shoot at you, as you can see in the video, it did miss a couple people. This may be because I didn't fill it to the fullest point. I only used one speed loader, but that was because we were testing it so many times on such a short amount of time that I had here I could not have enough time to fill it up. Obviously I'll be trying this again and I'll be posting another video on it being full, but we shall see how that goes. Okay, so in the next clip, for my 21st birthday, I got handed a piñata. This was full of sweets, toys, and the necessaries for a 21st birthday, apparently. So I thought, what better way to explode it, since we didn't get to on my birthday, than to let the airsofters have a go. We did start on the 10 shots and then we just let them go. So see how it goes.
I'll allow a little bit less, so a little bit more for you.
Thank you.
Don't take the piss.
It's right, we're going after you, mate, so just do more as do more.
Yeah, fine.
Cool, so 10 shots. If you explode it, I've got a t-shirt round back that has my logo on the back, and by the looks of it, it should fit all of you. It's not my size. It's
Are we taking in turns, or are we literally just going at it?
taking it in turns. I feel like if we all go at it, I would probably just have to give it to you. Wouldn't I?
Just give me a t-shirt.
Rob, where's your shots?
Okay, so down at the end, we're an MCP. Would you like to fire 10 shots?
Good.
Who's counting?
Forever with it.
Oh, Mr. Dave.
3, 4,
You've got some feet.
5,
That's his first one.
6, that's like Frankel, 7,
Oh, you're hitting it.
8,
He's wobbling.
You say-
Do you even hit it?
You've got one baby.
I'll try.
You might need 30 to get your iron, mate.
Safety.
Go on.
yeah, you're not finished.
Cycling.
You're not feeling
Someone else can go. Hang on.
You've got the hose in.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll do this.
fair enough.
Sounds a bit wussy compared to that. Ooh, good shot. I might have weakened it and then.
It's using a bit of this cloth.
Well, I reckon everyone should just smash it because it's not
Hey,
going to.
I might take it.
There is sweets in there, guys. Yeah, they're going to be food.
Everyone just fucking manage.
Yeah.
Oh! Someone is dead.
Saving DVs, lads.
Mate, you were meant to take them out.
I'll have a Durex as well.
Yeah, I went to Airsoft and turned up with a condom.
That's what we like.
And not only that, I'd be worried about the integrity of the condom now.
Take off that one, you never know.
I'm a grenade guy.
Right, thank you everyone for your time. We do appreciate
So
it.
guys, just help yourselves. Obviously, there's not a lot of people here, so take more than one.
Ah, my throat.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say a massive thank you to Urban Assault, that's Fire Support, for letting me play this at their site today, and for the people that have joined me today in reviewing this. You have been massive helps today, and I'm glad that it was a fun and happy experience. I'm glad you all liked it as well. Quite a lot of you said that you would get it again. And thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough for letting me test it here, especially on everyone's lunch break. So thank you guys, and I hope I'll see you all again.